The less you seek, the more you will find vertical bar, the true essence of life. In the breadth of our existence, we find that life unfurls its deepest mysteries not at the peak of our striving, but in the hush of our surrender. It is in the earnest simplicity of living where we often encounter the profound secret of the true essence of life and genuine liberation. I invite you to explore this paradoxical wisdom. The less you seek, the more you will find. The mirage of constant seeking. Let us begin by considering the nature of our seeking. From the dawn of our consciousness, we are taught to chase after various aspirations: success, wealth, recognition, and even love. It is as if we are sailors on the vast ocean, seeking a treasure that always seems to lie just beyond the next wave. But have you ever paused to wonder if what you seek is truly the treasure you need? The constant pursuit often blinds us to the simple yet profound joys that are already present in our tapestry of life. It's akin to searching for diamonds in distant lands while ignoring the fertile soil beneath our feet that can nurture a bountiful garden of experiences. Why do we ignore the richness around us? Could it be that the act of seeking has become more habitual than the desire to find? In our pursuit of more, we are like vessels perpetually filling but never full. We accumulate experiences, possessions, and knowledge, yet the void within seems to grow. This leads us to a crucial realization. The secret to fulfillment does not lie in the pursuit of external entities, but in the recognition and appreciation of what is already within and around us. To integrate this wisdom into our lives, we must shift our focus from seeking to perceiving. Watch the world with fresh eyes, as if seeing everything for the first time. Practice gratitude for the mundane, and you will begin to perceive the extraordinary in the ordinary. The sound of leaves rustling in the wind, the warmth of the sun's rays, the smile of a stranger. These are the hidden notes of the symphony of life that we miss in our ceaseless quest for more. As you reflect on this, think about what you could experience right now if you ceased your relentless search. What treasures have you overlooked in your environment, in your relationships, and within yourself? Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. The irony of attachment. In this next phase, let's delve into the irony of attachment. Our seeking is often fueled by a deep-seated attachment to outcomes. We envision a future where all our desires are fulfilled, and we cling to this vision with fervor. But what we fail to recognize is that attachment is a shackle that binds us to a perpetual state of longing and dissatisfaction. Truly, what does it mean to live a life of genuine liberation? It means to live with open hands, to experience life's ebb and flow without the fear of loss or the anxiety of expectation. When we learn to let go of our attachments, we grant ourselves the freedom to experience life in its fullness, unfiltered, uncontrolled, and uncontrived. How do we begin to release these attachments? It starts with the understanding that they are constructs of our mind, born out of the fear of impermanence. To detach is not to care less, but to love and live more freely. It is to say, I am at peace with whatever comes my way. Implement this understanding by practicing letting go daily. When you catch yourself gripping tightly to an idea, a desire, or even a person, gently remind yourself that true contentment comes from within. It comes from your ability to adapt and flow with life, not from the rigid structures of attachment you build around it. Pause for a moment and consider what attachments are weighing you down. What might change if you release them? How might your experience of life be transformed? The the clarity of stillness. As we continue, let's explore the clarity that arises from stillness. In a world where action is often seen as the only path to achievement, stillness is regarded with suspicion. Yet, it is in the quietude of stillness that we can hear the whispers of our true selves. When we stop the frenetic doing, we start the profound being. Stillness should not be mistaken for idleness. It is an active engagement with the present, a deliberate pause to connect with the essence of life. In these moments of stillness, we often gain the most profound insights into who we are and what we truly want. It is as if life's puzzle pieces come together, not by our forceful efforts but by their own accord. To cultivate stillness in your life, find moments to disconnect from the distractions of the external world. It could be through meditation, spending time in nature, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts. In these moments of solitude, listen to the thoughts that surface. What are they telling you about your values, your passions, and your purpose? As you sit in stillness, ask yourself what truths about your life have eluded you in your constant motion. What revelations might emerge if you were to embrace stillness more regularly? The beauty of simplicity. In our final contemplation, let us turn our attention to the beauty of simplicity. There is a profound elegance in living a life stripped of needless complexity. In simplicity, we find clarity, purpose, and a sense of peace that eludes us when we are entangled in the web of material excess and superficial pursuits. Simplicity invites us to strip away the non-essential, to pare down to the core of what truly matters. It is not about deprivation, but about recognizing that the most meaningful and satisfying aspects of life are often the simplest ones. A meal shared with loved ones, a walk in the brisk morning air, the joy of learning something new. These are the simple pleasures that, when fully appreciated, can lead to a sense of profound fulfillment. To embrace simplicity, start by examining your life. Look at the things you own, the activities you engage in, and even the thoughts you entertain. Ask yourself whether they add genuine value to your life or if they are merely cluttering your space and mind. By consciously choosing simplicity, you make room for the essence of life to flourish. Now, consider how your life might change if you prioritize simplicity. What would you let go of, and what would you choose to focus on? How might this shift enhance your sense of liberation and joy? As you reflect on these four dimensions, the mirage of constant seeking, the irony of attachment, the clarity of stillness, and the beauty of simplicity, you may begin to see a tapestry of wisdom weaving through your life. The secret of the true essence of life and genuine liberation lies not in the relentless pursuit of what we do not have, but in the cherishing and understanding of what we do. Remember that the journey to these realizations is not a race, but a gentle walk home to yourself. The less you seek, the more you will find in the world, within others, and most importantly, within yourself. If you are willing to live by this paradoxical truth, you will discover that the treasures you once sought with such fervor were with you all along, waiting to be recognized and celebrated. So, I invite you to begin this subtle shift in perspective and see for yourself the wonders that unfold. Embracing the wisdom of effortless presence. In the gentle unfolding of life's journey, we often forget that the essence of living vibrantly is not to be found in the relentless pursuit of future milestones, but in the effortless presence within the now. This wisdom, though simple, is profound and transformative. It is the key that unlocks the door to a life of deep satisfaction and boundless liberation. The power of effortless presence. It may seem counterintuitive to suggest that we can find what we seek by not seeking, that we can achieve more by trying less. Yet, there lies a profound truth in the power of effortless presence, the art of being fully engaged with the present moment, devoid of the grasping and striving that characterizes much of our daily lives. Effortless presence is not about inaction. It is about aligned action. It is the understanding that when we are present, our actions are more potent because they are not diluted by distractions of the past or anxieties about the future. They are infused with the fullness of our attention and the purity of our intention. To cultivate effortless presence, begin by observing moments when you are fully absorbed in an activity, moments when time seems to stand still. It could be while engaging in a hobby, spending time with someone you love, or being immersed in nature. Notice how these moments feel. There is a sense of ease, a natural flow, isn't there? This is what it means to be present effortlessly. Now, imagine applying this quality of attention to all aspects of your life. Consider the depth of connection you could experience, the clarity of your decisions, and the effectiveness of your actions. Effortless presence allows you to tap into an intrinsic wisdom that guides you in making choices that resonate with the authentic you. Ask yourself, what would your life look like if you lived each moment with effortless presence? How might this shift in engagement transform your relationships, your work, and your understanding of yourself? Embracing imperfection as a path to growth. Central to the art of effortless presence is the acceptance of imperfection. We live in a culture that idolizes perfection, yet it is through the cracks of our imperfection that the light of growth and understanding shines through. Embracing imperfection is not about lowering our standards. It is about recognizing that growth is a continuous process, and every step, including the missteps, is a part of our journey. When we accept our imperfections, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities. We become less defensive and more curious. We move from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, one that sees every experience as an opportunity to learn and evolve. To embrace your imperfections, start by acknowledging them without judgment. Reflect on the lessons they have taught you and the strength they have helped you build. Replace self-criticism with self-compassion, and notice how this shift in perspective changes your approach to life's challenges. Contemplate this. How has your pursuit of perfection hindered you in the past? What might change if you viewed imperfection not as a failure, but as a fertile ground for growth? The liberation of non-attachment. Another cornerstone of the true essence of life is the practice of non-attachment. This is not to be confused with detachment, which implies disengagement or indifference. Non-attachment is about engaging fully while holding lightly to outcomes. It is about pouring your heart into your endeavors without being defined by their success or failure. Non-attachment liberates us from the burden of expectation. It allows us to act with freedom and creativity, unencumbered by the weight of needing things to be a certain way. When we are not attached to a specific outcome, we are open to the full range of possibilities that life has to offer. To practice non-attachment, remind yourself of the transient nature of life. Recognize that change is the only constant and that clinging too tightly to any one thing is like trying to grasp water. It's futile and frustrating. Instead, hold your dreams and aspirations with an open hand, allowing them to evolve as you do. Reflect on the areas of your life where you have strong attachments. How do they affect your peace of mind and your ability to enjoy life? What would it feel like to approach these areas with a sense of non-attachment? The dance of co-creation. Finally, Let's discuss the dance of co-creation, the dynamic interplay between our efforts and the unfolding of life. Co-creation recognizes that while we have the power to shape our lives, we are not doing so in isolation. Life itself is a partner in this dance, leading and following in turns. In the dance of co-creation, we learn to listen to life's rhythm and move in harmony with it. We set intentions, take action, and then allow space for life to respond. This dance is not about controlling every step, but about being in sync with the greater forces at play. To participate in the dance of co-creation, start by setting clear intentions based on your true desires and values. Then, take aligned action towards these intentions while remaining open to the cues and opportunities life presents. It's a balance of making things happen and letting things happen. Reflect on the following. Where in your life are you trying to force outcomes? How can you more gracefully engage in the co-creation process, trusting in the journey as much as the destination? As we embrace the wisdom of effortless presence, we find ourselves at the heart of a paradox. By surrendering the need to control everything, we gain a deeper influence over the quality of our lives. The art of being present, the acceptance of imperfection, the liberation of non-attachment, and the dance of co-creation. These are the threads that weave the tapestry of a life lived with wisdom and grace. May you step into this wisdom, and may your life unfold with the beauty and ease of a flower greeting the morning sun.